Big Ten and the SEC collide with conference supremacy at play. And welcome to Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the UCLA Bruins, taking on last season's national champions, the Alabama Crimson Tide. EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. Returner looking to make a play here. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So the UCLA Bruins offense trots out there to open this game. Got a quarterback here who was really dialed in the last game. Incredibly efficient performance. Let's see if he can duplicate that again today.
Yeah, he just seemed to be in that zone. You know, like you said, every decision was very solid. Put the ball right where the receivers can make a play. I think that's the important thing today. Going up against a defense that has great athletic ability. Just continue to make those good decisions. Be accurate with the ball. And he's got another chance to have another great day.
Handoff from the shotgun. Finds room at the 30. Now here he goes. They make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk of yardage on that play. So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense has moved inside the opponent's 40. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, another great play by an Alabama defensive lineman. And you just think about over the years, probably the last 30 years, going all the way back to John Copeland on that 1992 Alabama defense. Most recently, guys like Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Quentin Williams. Can always count on Bama having great defensive linemen and difference makers.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So Alabama's offense comes out for their first possession today. And this is a running game that comes in on a roll. The top back, over 100 yards rushing, found the end zone multiple times. Clearly, he's going to be the focal point of the defense today, Kirk, you'd think, anyway.
Yeah, how much fun was it to watch this offense and watch him specifically, what he was able to do. Pretty much anything he wanted to do, he was able to capitalize on. Now today, it's a different challenge. New game, new opportunity to showcase what he can do. And I think it's important that this offense show that they can do more than just run the football, because I think this defense is locked in to take him away.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Tackle up near midfield at the 48. Here's the second down play. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And they'll use the ground game here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense.
It's a fumble. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. On first down, it's play action. On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, and he dropped it. Very uncharacteristic play by this wide receiver. Second down. 2nd and 10 following the incompletion from the 37. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. We come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Back to pass. It's Russell. Caught over the middle. It's Adams. It's good for first down yardage. Set up at the 26 now.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Now rolling out to his left. Breaks an open space. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. They're going to run it here. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Touchdown! A great catch and run for 6. So they reach the end zone after a marathon march. How about the execution of that drive, Kirk?
Well, I know a lot of times people get excited for the big plays. They're fun to watch. But what's impressive to me is an offense that can put together a long drive and then finally cap it off with a touchdown. That way you don't have to always rely on the big plays. That's a great drive.
And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And we're going to throw now on 1st down. Trying to create here on the move. Catch made, a lot of space now. They bring him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43. So one explosive play sets him up at the plus 43 with a 1st down. Off the RPO, caught to the right. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, 2 top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
Stop right there at the line. No gain.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
The pocket breaking down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. Out comes the field goal team to give it a shot. This is a long way out. And it's good from 56 yards.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
Returner choosing to field this one. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
So a very makeable 3rd down for the offense with a 29. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Makes the defender miss. They move the ball across midfield and set up a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 play coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Escapes the pocket. And he'll scoot out of bounds after a short gain. Not enough for the 1st down. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. And they've got him, the defense, with a tackle for loss to wrap up the first quarter of play. That has been in large part to the reliance on the ground game, which has been featured from both sides in this one so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. To throw, it's Russell. And it's caught on the crossing pattern. Completion, that's about 9 yards. Not enough for the first, and it's fourth down. Looking to throw here. And the pass is batted down, broken up on fourth down. What a play.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
That completion makes it second and short. From the shotgun, drops back. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. Crucial third down play coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
That's the third sack now, and we're not even to halftime. The offense is losing. They're getting whipped up front at the line of scrimmage. The offensive coordinator better make some adjustments or this thing could snowball.
Ball lands at the 8 and bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Last possession, they were stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost them anything, and they put together something here. He escapes the pocket, fires it on the move. That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10. What can they do here to make it third and manageable? Single back, takes the handoff.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Quarterback looking to scramble. You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Finds his man. It's Hale. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Back to throw. It's Russell. Looking to scramble. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in a run game, and he's able to do that right here.
There's the handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Here we go, 3rd and short on the 7th play of this drive. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They stop him, but it's a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. First down from the 15. Alabama now operating in the red zone. And they'll go right back to him on first down. End zone ahead. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
That is 2 consecutive runs for first downs. Give credit to the offensive line in this back, really getting into a rhythm, and they got this defense on its heels.
It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. Alabama's offense now lining up on first and goal. And here's the handoff. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. Can you say methodical? A marathon march, Cook, just pounding away and wearing down that defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On first and 10 here, we're going to throw the ball. Swarm with a pass rush. A sack. This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up second and long.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First,
they got him again. He's like a statue back there. So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now he's swarming again. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. The Bruins will line up to kick it away. Offense goes backwards on this drive. He's on to punt it away now. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Looking downfield. It's Russell. On the move now. Using his legs here. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Second down, we're going to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Cook. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Here comes the up-tempo offense. They're going to throw for it on third and short. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And they convert on third. Football at the 20 now. First down in the red zone. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. And he just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on first down.
I mean, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Moves out of the pocket. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense does a really good job of getting that initial pressure on the quarterback, but this is what he can do. His athletic ability and his legs gets him away from the pressure. He buys some time, and I love how he keeps his eyes downfield. He's not scrambling to run. He's scrambling to make a big play with his arm, just unable to connect with the receiver downfield, but good effort and a good play.
So they won't take a shot at the end zone. Out comes the field goal team trying to get 3 before the end of the half. He made it. 3 points on the board. And they add to their lead. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So it's first down, but they just kneel down before halftime here. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
All right, thank you for the update, Kevin. Appreciate it. And the Bruins will kick this away to start the second half. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. An effective running game is why they were on top. Let's see if the defense can find a way to stop that. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. First play of the second half to keep it on the ground. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. To throw, it's Russell. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First down. Looking to throw the football. Looking for a man deep on the right side. The pass is intercepted. Oh, he's bringing it back. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Man, just a tough way to start this second half for this offense. You know, when you get together at halftime, you make all the adjustments based on what you learned from the first half. And to come out and throw an interception in the second half, they got to adjust again.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Short connection to the tight end here. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. Urgency now for the offense. They hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Scooped up in the defense. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. Touchdown from Ncaa. And the defense joins the scoring party now.
Oh, it's your worst nightmare if you're a quarterback. They bring the blitz. He doesn't recognize it. Ball goes on the ground. Defense does a great job of picking this thing up. That's exactly what they hope for. Catch the quarterback off guard. It works out and it gets him a touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the UCLA offense is back out on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. Trapped again in the pocket. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. They're backed up, second and long at the 19. On the run, it's Cox. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line. The Bruins will line up to punt it away.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Quick throw to the left. He makes the grab. They finally get him down, but it's a chunk play through the air.
Now, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
One man in the backfield will get the football. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Here's the toss play now, running to the right. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
He steps out of bounds, but more than enough yardage to set up first and goal. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face. Risky throw here on second down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on third down coming up.
On third and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. Caught near the goal line. And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1 yard line.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
No hesitation from the head coach. He'll go for it on fourth and goal from the 1. Back to throw. It's Russell. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
Chris, they had it. They had exactly what they wanted. I can't believe this would have been a touchdown, but he drops the ball on fourth down.
Football comes out. Ball scooped up by the defense. They bring him down after a short return, but this defense comes up with the takeaway.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Here's the handoff on first and goal. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Another handoff to him on second and goal. Touchdown, tie! They are pouring it on now.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on first down. Pressure is coming. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a third and manageable here? They're going to run it. He breaks free. Gets the first and still running. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Yeah, you simply cannot hit the quarterback like that. He got caught red-handed. The Bruins lining up here on 1st and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Lets it go quickly. What a catch! And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
It's hard to be in man coverage when the quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender, makes a nice throw and a first down.
Headed for the end zone. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Caught in the flat by the running back. But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All you can do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. They trap him and sack him back at the 10. So here we go, 3rd and goal. Giving up that sack has made this a real headache for the offense. Let's see if they can convert. They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. And it's picked off in the end zone. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. And they got to be feeling pretty good about things as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. Let's review how we got here. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Hands off to the left. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hey, it's a great job of running the football. It's the right idea, but the back's got to stay in bounds. Because remember, with the new rule in college football, the clock still stops momentarily until the referee sets the play clock for the next play, and then it'll start again. So stay in bounds and work that clock.
That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. The punt team making their way on the field. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin at their own 45-yard line. The pass rush gets home.
Now, that's the challenging aspect of these RPOs, kind of that gray area on the read. The quarterback felt he could pull that and try to make a play off to his right, but the defense is all over the quarterback, and they push him backwards.
Running out of time in the pocket. He'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. They'll set the offense up to the 31.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
That run sets up a critical 3rd down play. Dropping back, it's Russell. Snags a good throw. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
By another great pass by this quarterback. You know, you really got to give a lot of credit to the offensive coordinator and the quarterback today. They protected the ball well, but maintained a calculated level of aggression in keeping this game out of reach from their opponent.
And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. It's going to bring up second down. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. They look to throw it here on second down. He dumps it off to the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
High completion sets up an important third down play. Now someone moved just a bit too early. That'll cost him 5 yards.
False start on offense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Looking to throw yet again. He escapes the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. And he heads out of bounds after another big scramble. This defense has had no answer for the quarterback runs today. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. With the catch, it's Hale. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to 30. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Pulls it in. It's Hale. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Now it's second down here. Leaning on the run game here. They bring him down, but that play will set up a first and goal now at the 10. Well, barring something crazy, Kirk, that should be enough to secure this victory. They came in trying to dodge the upset in this early season showdown, and they passed the test.
Chris, is a great game and a fun way to start the season. And I think the fact that the team that is expected to win wins this football game, they can use that as a confidence builder. And for the team that loses, think about this. Still a long way to go to be able to kind of right the ship and kind of have the season you expect to have.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Makes the grab on the move. Completion gains about 6 yards, but now it's a fourth down call.
Boy, these guys just won't let up. I mean, they already have this game out of reach. They have a big lead. They're still throwing the football and still just putting it on this defense every chance they get.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama.
Boy, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them. Great execution. They put another touchdown up on the board.
And so it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. And the UCLA offense takes the field. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes, down big. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. So 2nd and 10 for the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough third and long situation. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Wide open downfield. They finally get him down, but this passing game has produced a chunk play.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give...
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
And a timeout taken by the defense here with 19 seconds to play. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball. And the Bruins will have to kick it away. That's his fourth punt already today. And here's the return. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. To begin the drive here, set up at the 30. Back to pass. It's Russell. Looking for a man deep down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Alabama. He wins the foot race to the end zone. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the results of this game.